Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Chelsea, welcome back to Fate Grand Order, LB4. Last time, we had to retreat from Duval because it was destroyed by the Sacred Beast. Went to Bichu, and ended up fighting William, Mr. Tell himself. Ended up confessing what was going on to Lakshmi, and you know, we talked things out. Things seem to be going okay, and now we're about to have our hearts broken. If what I think is gonna happen happens, we're not gonna have a good time. Hey Meridak, hey Gogeta, hey V6. But yeah, I have a feeling what I'm thinking is like that's like. Oh wait, hang on, I just realized this got lowered. Testing, okay. My like Windows microphone volume got lowered, so it's quieter than I should have been. But yeah, I'm ready to just not be happy. No happiness here. The price of loss, divine judgment looming. Alright, next question for me. Maybe I'll be surprised and they don't kill him, but I don't have much hope in that regard. Damn it, I didn't expect him to give me another job as part of the package. Yeah, well, you asked for it, buddy. Hey, Blaze the Reaper. Oh well, I guess I can't really focus on my research until they're taken care of anyway. Doesn't mean I can trust you to deal with them. I know I brought some sacred beasts along with me, but I can't let the Kali run rampant either. Part of our job is making sure the judgments are handled impartially. Any imbalances need to be corrected. Especially seeing how there's a whole new giant Kali I've never seen before now. Maybe he's the alpha or something? Yeah, something like that. Suit yourself. You're staying outside the town, right? None of my business what you choose to point your crossbow at. Actually, I'm tired of picking targets off at long range. It feels like it dulls my instincts, you know? I just can't seem to get my usual hunter mood that way. I've remembered that taking shots from extreme distance isn't my thing. I'd much rather stay at a comfortable 100 paces or so. Are you sure those aren't the after effects speaking? Huh? I may have perfectly healed your physical injuries thanks to my medical expertise and his abundant magical energy. But even I can't help with your mental ones. The memory of your precious arrows failing to find their targets. The abject defeat you suffered as an archer unable to land a single shot on your intended target. Those are the kind of things that leave a deep, permanent mark on your spirit origin. Much as I hate to admit it, even I can't cure that. I don't know. I've never been an especially sensitive hunter. I just think sticking to my preferred range will make things easier for me. Yeah, you tell yourself that, Mr. Willie. At any rate, I'll take care of the Kali in town and come back you up when I'm done. Honestly, now that I have the power of 2 gods to work with, you hardly need to bother. Yeah, you tell yourself that, Asclepius. Yeah, you got it. You got it by yourself. I believe in you. This is like being able to do 2 different operations simultaneously. I can handle even the most difficult patients and hum at the same time now. Yeah, we'll see. By the way, something I've been wondering for a while now. What is it? Nothing major, mind you. I'm just curious why I was the last to look Apollo summoned is all. I don't know. He already had Neza, the son of the great Chinese hero Li Jing, and you, the legendary god of medicine from Greek mythology. Not to mention Aswataman, the heroic half-incarnation of Shiva from the Mahabharata, was here even before you two. So with all those amazing mythical figures around, Why would he pick an ordinary guy like me as his final Lokapala? Oh. Beats me. Who knows what a god that pure could be thinking? Besides, we don't even know if he summoned you on purpose. You'd have to ask him or the alter ego about that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like, was it intentional? I mean, with his power, I'm sure he probably could, even without a catalyst, pick who he wanted. But I don't know about that. There's every chance that you were only summoned by sheer coincidence. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But in case it wasn't a coincidence, there was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it. My posture? What are you talking about? You know, I don't even know myself. I guess it's just Hunter's intuition. Maybe my hope of Willy joining us isn't so far off. There really are a lot more of them on Kali Yuga, and that's not all. Secret beasts. Yes, and they seem to be even more worked up than usual. What does this mean? Yep, they got a commander. Of course it means one of us will show up. They're not the same one as last time. But as I've already been compensated, I suppose I can make a house call. It's Asclepius. Let's not pretend we don't know him. Come on now. Arjuna's quite generous as gods go. All I had to do was ask and he gave me a new divinity. A new divinity? Oh well, that's your old one. That's the same one you were using before! And now, there's this. I still have issues with the idea of gods, but at least this one isn't Greek. If it'll help me keep making progress, I won't hesitate to use whatever I can. Oh? Is that water? Water? Oh no, he's got Varuna, the god of water. Whoops. That one might be an even better fit for him than Yama. Varuna was the regent of the West, and was famous for using medical science to save people. Is he using it to medically enhance the beasts? Yeah, okay, yeah. He's using that water to enhance the sacred beast's strength. And must have some sort of medicinal properties. Oh great, so he's doping his attack beast things with divine steroid water. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I bet it's gonna give them some completely broken regen ability or something. This is gonna be a huge pain in the ass, I can tell already. Look, I enjoy a brutally difficult grind fest as much as the next gamer, but at some point, it gets too hard to even bother with. Yeah, honestly fair. Stop whining. The people of this town have finally found the will to fight back. I'm not going to let these things ruin that. Not on my watch. We need to prove that neither this false god nor his underlings are invincible. They can be, must be defeated. We're the ones who showed them this path and started them along it. Now we have to show them what lies at its end. Even if he does have a new divinity at his disposal now, it's still no more than a tool. Something more or less tacked on, to use the modern parlance. Even if this new divinity does pertain to healing, the damage to Asclepius' own spirit origin is not the sort that can be recovered from in a day. Not when Asclepius himself has divinity of his own. In brief, it is eminently possible that he has not recovered from damage he sustained in your last battle. That could be just the advantage you need. I wish I could give you some more helpful instructions, but I'm afraid that's all I've got this time. Nah, we'll make it work, Holmesy. Holmesy boy. Master, we're up against Asclepius and his two divinities. I know he's a formidable enemy, but... Yeah, I can't say I know why. I can't say why, but I know we can take him in a fight, right? Foe? You're welcome to try, foolish patience. At this point, I've both conquered death and gained the power to heal people with godlike power. Despite not being a god myself, I've never been more capable. Maybe now I can cure that idiocy of yours just as well as I can everything else. Oh, Mr. Asclepius. What a fool you are. Do you truly believe you can stop us? If so, you must be a fool. I'm gonna swap them around when we get into the fight. To battle. Alright. What we got on the front line? Nothing good, I'd imagine. But who knows? Alright, Berserker, Lancer, Berserker. Should be easy enough. I'd think. Hang on, just something real quick. Alright. Yeah, sure. Merly, give me that buff. Give me that big boy buff. Oh wait, whoops. Sorry, Actually, Cha-Cha. Yeah. Get a debuff in before you're swapped out. Alright. I should have done that before I used Merlin's buff, but whatever. It's fine. Nice! Lakshmi, nice! Not so nice, but whatever. Whatever. That's alright. Alright, okay, let's take care of the Sorama first. The salami. Mr. Salami Man back there. Ooh, okay, that was a lot of overkill. But I mean, hey, a lot of overkill is better than no overkill, I guess. I suppose. And then deal with you, with thou. Yoink. Alright, Asclepius. Bring me that ass. We're about to show you what a real hero can do. Alright. Yeah, probably should just focus on Asclepius. Because I'd imagine with Yama, he'll just bring new enemies out. If we kill the beasties. Oh no. That's unfortunate. I wish he died. Let's do this. I had kinda hoped Draco would kill that with double crits. Well, we can make it work. Alright, break bar gone. How? Lakshmi, you okay? Oh, man, what is your... Why are you targeting Lakshmi? What'd she ever do? You know what? Use it on yourself. Okay. He should die. Between this and the extra attack, I hope? In its storm was a divine female dog who hopes to injure friend of stolen calves. I guess that's kind of dog-like, sort of, kind of. Close enough. Dog-ish. Although I guess the closest in-game model-wise probably would have been the wolves, but like... they'd already used the wolves, so I guess it wouldn't make much sense to use the wolves again. I guess. In later versions, these bribes throw into silence. Well, not very divine if they can be bribed. What's wrong, Sacred Beast? I know you can keep going. Come on, get up, I'll keep healing you. Even if you're healing them, being subjected to pain repeatedly is probably not very pleasant. Gut. What's going... Gut. Is the divinity fighting back? In short, you are neither a pseudo-servant in a special vessel, nor naturally occurring divine spirit amalgamation. That made all the difference. I remember what happened with Neza. Neza intentionally chose to overload her spirit origin. You've done a decent job of it without even trying. Not only are you bearing the brunt of two divinities in a single servant body, but one of them's boosting your already perfect healing abilities well beyond their limits. You've obviously been pushing yourself way too hard. And since you don't have some special background that lets you handle that kind of load, like Arjuna does, this was only ever gonna end with you destroying yourself. I'm pretty sure Arjuna knew that too. What? That can't be right. Why would he do something like... A trivial matter, as all things are. Damn it, that's what he meant. He didn't care what might happen to me. I'm as completely inconsequential to him as anything else. That damn fool didn't appreciate the value of medicine any more than the other idiot gods did. No, apparently not. There was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it. I see, so that's what he was going on about. Maybe I've been the idiot all this time. It's ironic, Asclepius. You sought a world where one would never die just for excelling. And now you've excelled so much in your pursuit of power that you brought about your own death. can't believe I forgot something so fundamental. Even medicine can be harmful in excess. I neglected to walk that line and now I'm paying the price. What an embarrassing mistake. Speaking of things I forgot. Hey, before I go, just tell me one thing. Do I seem that strange to you? All I want is to advance medicine for the good of all mankind. Women, children, the elderly. Everyone should be able to benefit from getting the treatment they need. Okay, your sentiment is good, but the fact that you are very nonchalant about people dying in pursuit of it, it was kind of your undoing in our eyes. Like, yeah, that's a nice thought. You want medicine to help people, but when you were flippant about people dying from plague, you know, yeah, kind of harmed your image. All I want is a world where you won't be an outcast just for excelling. Excellence shouldn't be a crime. You're not wrong. There's nothing strange about your stance. I think any hero would feel much the same as you do. But even so, I'm not quite sure how to describe this, but... You don't get to talk about that kind of thing when you're working for the jerks running this world. At least that's how it feels to me. Of course, my feelings are also Ganesha's feelings right now, so they do carry plenty of divine weight. The more God thinks such things without any reason, the worse that is, huh? It's possible. Maybe that lack of self-awareness is what I need to treat. Yeah. Maybe. We won. Though I don't know what he kept muttering about even as he disappeared. What an odd man. Asclepius' spirit origins completely vanished. We've beaten him. Oh, we did it, Master. And then arrow. Fo-fo! Oh, damn, they got him, huh? Well, I'll just wrap things up with the Kali here. Guess I may as well go and avenge him. I mean, you're welcome to give it a go, man. I mean, I don't think you'll do much better than he did. Especially now that we've gotten one less debuff on us. Father fell asleep after I took him to the healer. That means he'll be okay, right? I wonder if there's something I can do to help. Asha? You wanna help? I don't know, you're still just a child. We can't give you a sword and there aren't any other weapons you could use safely. You can pray, of course. Go on, close your eyes and pray as hard as you can for our God to help. Yeah, but she knows praying isn't all that, yeah. Come on, look at Master. It's William Tell. Oh, so you're coming to face us yourself this time? Actually, that's about the distance I prefer to operate from. Besides, this is the climax of the hunt. And I can't just pass up a chance like this when my quarry is already weak and exhausted. A hunter doesn't feel bad about bringing down their prey. We feel accomplished. We are in a difficult position, having fought so many Kali and Asclepius. I'd much rather we had time to recover before our next showdown with William Tell. I'm sure you'd like that, but the thing about hunters is that we don't let our quarry escape. Reasonable. Traps, wind, climate, scents, bait. When we decide to bring down a target, we make sure to use whatever it takes. And if we let a wounded animal get away, well, there's no greater shame than that. When that happens, we just have to accept it's God's will and resign ourselves to going to bed with an empty stomach. Alright, bring it. Looks like he's not gonna let us get away, yeah. afraid we'll just have to sell things here and now, Master. If he has yet to fully recover from the last battle, you should still have a chance. Though it won't be an easy fight by any means. Hang in there. Well, at least we don't have to worry about him snapping at us from extreme range now. True. But he can still control the wind as he likes, thanks to Vayu. Keep your guard up, Ritsuka. There's no telling how he'll try shooting his arrows at us next. You know, hypothetically, right? Even if... Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say something, but then I was like, nah, no, because Pepe's made it clear he's still very much on the Cryptor's side. And this is just a temporary thing, so... I probably should bring a Lancer, I guess, to deal with William. I could bring my own Lancer instead of... Yeah, give me the bond up, and then I'll put my own Lancer in. Lakshmi can come out for now. Give me my Enkidu. Thank you. And yeah, this'll do. All right, Mr. Tell. Why don't I tell you a story about how a brave hero struck down an evil archer who worked for a cruel god? Alright, so it should just be down to the arts and Buster. Yep, okay. Except now we have Yuga of the End on, but that's fine. Oh wait, whoops, hang on, let me use this first on the caster. Alright, well, actually, I don't really need to bring Enkidu out yet. I'll only need to bring him out when we have to deal with... Hell. Yeah. Yeah, I won't do that quite yet. Cha-Cha, why are you falling over mid-fight? What are you doing? Get yourself together, girl. Now is no time to be falling over. Nice, Da Vinci. Oh, really? Draco, really? Okay, well, the burn will kill it. That's fine. We've got the burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Crit, nice. And I don't think a Da Vinci crit will, yeah. And unfortunately, this burn only does 4k, so it won't die here either, or 5k. But hey. We take what we can get. Sorry, I had to mute to sneeze. Mimosas. Yeah, Cha-Cha, you gotta go. We need a real hero. Wait, evade. What do you mean, dirty?
望み我が舌を喜ばせろ。任せて。世の行く手は阻めぬ。
Maybe Pepe will come out of nowhere with a debuff that will get rid of his evade. So I'll just leave him for now. That is some horse. Yeah. Any day now, buddy. I don't know if I'm getting that debuff. Why do I keep not using this? Yeah, it's only for himself. Maybe if we get rid of his backup. Probably not. Ow. There you go, Enkidu. There you go, bud. This'll hurt. Target Definky? Thank you. Oh boy. You know, something's telling me that I'm gonna have to actually attack him 30 times, aren't I? That's definitely what it's looking like. A Jean crit should kill this thing, I would think, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'll just do the safe option. Not like I can hit this guy anyway. Oh. Wait. Oh wait, Jean has the... arm? Oh, chance to evade. Okay. Makes it easier. Kind of. At least mildly less annoying. I doubt that would work. I doubt the remove evade on Enkidu would work here. That seems to be yeah. There we go. I just one got through there. Okay, you. Alright. I mean, I guess I could stun him, I suppose. But nah. If he could go for Jean, that'd be great. Oh, good, nice. Nice! Alright, go for Jean, go for Jean, go for Jean, go for Jean. Jean. Does he only go after the person in front? Because both times now it's been the front person. Maybe. That'd be something we could use, kind of. Well, yeah, I'll save that for his next Noble Phantasm attempt. The Okay, good. Broke him. Bye, Cha-Cha. Rip. Okay, Feistion. Let's just have her draw fire. And then full Enkidu. Give myself the best chance to get some hits in. Damn. Yep. You're doing your job, Feistion. Alright, how many have left? 23. I feel like it should be less by now, but maybe not. I could have sworn it. Okay, well. Do I could gamble on Noble Phantasms. I guess why not, right? If at least one of these gets through, it'll do decent damage. Maybe, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nice! Nice, Enkidu, good hit. Now, if just one of these hits. Okay, well. Not if I Feistion. Draco? Come on, Draco, come on. You know you want to hit him. Well, at least Enkidu did damage, I guess. I'll take it. One of them hit. Alright, it's done. Come on. Nice. Not nice. Nice. And then, unless we get really unlucky and not a single hit goes through, we should be okay. We should be. That was a bit close, but we're fine. We're alright. I don't think we actually killed it yet. No, he retreated right now, right? I'm pretty sure he backed up. I didn't really pay attention to his animation. Damn it, none of my attacks are landing! Every time I think we have him, he slips out of reach again. He's just too damn good at controlling the positioning of this fight. I can't read his arrow's trajectory. It's taking everything I have just to defend against them. He must be using the Wing God's power to control their flight path. We can't even tell where he's firing from. This must be what it's like to be a cornered animal. But we can't let him bring us down. It bears asking, I think. You draw his fire towards you like you did before. No, I don't think so. The situation is too different. At this point, there's no way I could reverse concentrate all the different possibilities, no matter how hard I push through the goddess's divine core. I see. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm glad to hear it all the same. Oh, you didn't want to do that. At least now we won't have to rely on a cowardly strategy where you end up hurt. And all I can do is stand back and watch, angry at myself for being so helpless. There you go again. He's not flirting, I think. There you go again. Hang on, Lady Lakshmi. I'll help you. Stop, that won't work on him. Any non-mystic attacks will just... Damn, sorry about that. I wasn't ordered to hurt any civilians. But I couldn't help the reflex to return fire when he shot at me. I mean, I guess that's fair. I have to say that's pretty impressive for a homemade crossbow. Even so, you shouldn't go around firing it at a real hunter. Damn it. There has to be some way we can defeat him. I'm sure someone's got something in mind. Okay, that's an interesting place to cut it off. As I kept walking, I got more and more anxious. Asha. What if Father ends up dying? He remembered my birth anniversary and everything. He said he would celebrate it with me. And for just an instant, I'm pretty sure he even patted my head earlier. Oh, Asha. What do I do? How can I make sure everyone ends up happy? Is there any way for my father to get better, the colleague to go away, and all of us to go into the next Yuga together? Then I remembered the nice travelers. The ones who seem like gods, but aren't. If the only thing I can do is pray, I'd rather pray to them. Besides, they know all sorts of things. Maybe they'll even know how to fix my father's injury. I'll go look for them. Oh no. No. Huh? Asha, please don't go in there. I didn't know what was going on, but I could tell that the travelers were in trouble. It's really surprising, but I can't just stand around in shock. The man attacking the travelers must be one of the bad gods someone once told me about. Honestly, I still don't know what the difference is between good gods and bad gods. But I definitely don't want the travelers to die. I have to do something. Ugh. Something felt... Asha, don't pick up the crossbow! I can't tell if what I think is gonna happen now is worse than what I was thinking before or not. Like, is her forgetting her father worse than her just straight up dying? I don't know. Something fell to the ground in front of me. I know what this is. I saw the grown-ups practicing with them. You squeeze this part and it shoots an arrow. Could I use this to... Asha, please do not. Maybe if we can help the nice travelers, they can help my father? Oh, no. Asha, don't put it down! Why do they gotta be like this? Why? Who wrote this chapter? I just want to talk. Huh? Is that? Oh no! Asha, stop! Someone else foolish enough to shoot at a seasoned hunter? Time to show them what happens when it's a child. Huh? I can't pull the trigger. Didn't you fight to protect children? Yeah, we all know your story. Come on, William, don't you remember your son? Don't you remember how you had to shoot that apple off his head to save him from that jerkwad of a vault? Listen, I'm a hardcore gamer, so I may not know much outside of my wheelhouse, but I know this. Shooting a kid is the one thing William Tell should never ever do. Huh? My son? What are you talking about? I can't believe it. His memories must have been deemed useless and erased. I don't know what's going on, but at least he finally stopped moving around. Now's our chance. Don't worry about Asha, my impressive girth can function as an even more impressive meat shield. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for. Come on, Master. It's time to finish this. Okay. At least Asha didn't die. But the other thing could still definitely happen. So, we're not out of the woods yet, so to speak. Alright, William. That sucks that his memories were erased, though. So it's... Let's use his skills and then take Merlin out. Alright. See, you'd think it'd be the best to... Okay, didn't hit. Do a full combo with Cha-Cha, but like... I think this would actually do more damage than a full Cha-Cha combo. Especially with the crit. The crit helps. Remember how Paul knows that the Shisha got Arjuna, there's a chance that Arjuna would remove part of her mind, making her... Old Willy boy did try to do the right thing at some point in time, huh? Of course he did. I knew I had a good feeling about him. Unfortunate that the part of him we could have attempted to convince him to join our side is gone. Oh, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha-Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha. Okay. Oh, right, his debuff resist. Fucking goddammit. Well, Cha-Cha's gonna die, so let's use this. Like, she won't live this turn, so may as well use it now. While she's alive, even if it's unnecessary. Yeah, get him, Cha-Cha. Get him. Ah, 308k, huh? Yeah, well, I'll just negate all that damage you did. Not bad. Once again, I don't know why I didn't pop this earlier. As per usual.
呼び起こすは星の息吹。人と共に歩もう。僕は故にエヌマ・エリシュ。
That the microphone quality, man. Oh, it was. Enkidu and Gorgon. What went wrong? Oh damn, Chacha's alive. Chacha lived. Well, that I mean, I guess that works. Didn't really plan for that, but that's fine. Now, if old Willy Boy would target Cha-Cha with his noble phantasm, you know, that'd do us some favors. But they announced a strange fake collab. This is voice line is true. Maybe they will. Like, they'll have them anyway. They're just like, hey, if we record these real quick, you know. They could happen. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah, it's like Gorgon, right? Like, they've had, you know, like Saber Medusa post Gorgon, and they didn't fix Gorgon's lines, so it's probably unlikely. Okay, still not dead. Retreated again. So maybe we still have a chance at saving Mr. Willy Boy? You failed to shoot the quarry you were hunting, our master, and you almost shot a child instead. Yeah, but he didn't. What a shame. You're no longer William Tell, the heroic archer engraved in the Throne of Heroes. You're nothing more than an ordinary hunter at the mercy of the god. Begone, William Tell, before you are past redemption. Oh, we are killing him. Yarg! Poor enough for fate, having only your defective memories erased. I don't even want to think about what I'd be like if that happened to me. This battle isn't over just yet. Finish him. I'm well aware. Oh? Huh? This really pisses me off. Aslataman? I thought you were busy fighting Koyansky, Okay. I'm still not done with my last job, but I couldn't just ignore all this crap. So did he leave his fight with her to come here? Or did she have to retreat and he noticed this while he was chasing her? Damn it all. It makes me real angry that you guys had the bad luck to be here when you have nothing to do with the beast I was chasing. Well, you know, back-to-back-to-back fights isn't ideal. So we're not in a great spot. Those who laugh during the end of Yuga. No battle. I was Fatamon, of all the times for him to show up. Indeed, I was just about to remind you. I assume none of you have forgotten what day it is. No. Today is the Kali Yuga, when the entire world is unmade and recreated. If we are to safely avoid its effects, I might suggest that you begin your retreat toward the border. Alacrity would be advisable. Can't you see what we're dealing with here, Detective? We can't possibly turn our backs on this opponent. Yeah, no. Damn it, it's just been one thing after another. Oh, I almost forgot. What are you doing here, Asha? Where's your dad? He hurt his leg and he's at the healers right now. Gotcha, that sounds serious, but right now you've got to get out of here and hide, Asha. Oh, okay. Asfatamon's bound to come after us if we try to run away. Since we destroyed the giant collie, the townspeople should be able to look after themselves. So I think the best thing we could do now is try to make a break for it. There are two problems with that idea. First, Asfatamon's a powerful servant, yeah! With all of us so exhausted, merely escaping him isn't going to be easy. If we're not careful, he'll end up mowing us down the moment we turn our backs on him. And second, I'd really like to tail off while we have the chance. We need to eliminate him if we're going to defeat Arjuna, and we may never get another chance like this again. Yeah, but what about, you know, our lives? Shouldn't surviving be our first priority? I mean, even if we do manage to take him down, what's the point if we all end up dead because we failed to get away? I know, but... damn it. Oh? Shh, just what we needed. You awake now? Good. You can help me take care of these guys. Especially since you were supposed to... What the... Oh! You don't remember, but you know it's right, right? You know deep down in your soul that something isn't right with you. No, I just can't seem to remember anything from my old life. But I do remember there was something from it I was forced to forget. That's right. And I know there was something real important to me. Something I don't have anymore. And I know you and that god were the ones who took it. Are they falling out with each other? No, wait, it looks like William Tell was never a complete look Apollo to begin with. At any rate, now's our chance to run for it. Let's get out of here. Fofo! We're just gonna leave Tell to get ripped apart by a Svatamon? Okay, let's go everyone, but keep an eye out in case anyone comes after us. Oh. Well. R.I.P. William, I guess. Hey, get back here, damn it. Now I'm really pissed. You're gonna pay for that, old man. He's gone too. Guess he must have used Vayu's power to make an escape. I doubt he'll last long with those wounds if he pushes himself too hard, but still. Damn it. Well, if I can only go after one of them, might as well stick to the ones I can see. Asfatamon's coming after us. I was afraid this might happen. Keep running. I'll hold him off at the rear. I know about his amazing regenerative abilities. They practically make him immortal. I may not be able to defeat him now, but I would at least like to stop him from coming after us. Of course, since he'll recover from most damage as soon as we inflict it on him, I'll probably have to cut off both his legs to do even that. Damn it, that's just as much work as defeating him! Especially while trying to make an escape at the same time. Hmm? Huh? Did he get some kind of lasting debuff from Koyanskaya? Of all the stupid times, damn it. A damn conceptual error must have triggered it. Now he's writhing around on the ground and sweating like a pig. What's going on? It looks like he's in pain. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not about to look at this particular gift horse in the mouth. Let's get out of here while we can. Good damn it. Now I'm really pissed. Yeah, you said that already. You can't be even more pissed than you already were. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Now that they know about me, I'm sure the false god won't hesitate to erase me with everything else he doesn't want in the world. You're certain that I can avoid the cataclysm as long as I'm on board your ship, yes? Yeah, you'll be fine. Absolutely. Speaking of which, it looks like Arjuna started to charge up his noble phantasm right on schedule. At least this time we have a head start on our way to the border, so we shouldn't have as much of a time constraint. Hopefully. And since he's down another divinity, since he gave another one to Asclepius, it should take him a little bit longer to charge it as well, right? Hopefully. Confirming our distance from Arjuna now. Good. We should be safe here. The one thing we must avoid at all costs is a direct attack on the border. We can't escape to void space without a vehicle capable of a zero sail after all. We're only a few hundred meters away from the rendezvous. It looks like we won't have any trouble this time, or reaching it in time. Yeah. I can hear the border's engine now. Home sweet home. No, don't start that. This is not your home, damn it. Isn't it though? All that aside, I still kind of wonder why Svatamon stopped chasing us. I don't think so. He stopped so much as he... Good, I've got a visual on your position. We'll get ready for the zero sail as soon as we rendezvous. Wait, huh? Hold up, hold everything. What? What happened? What is it, Mounier? If this is about taking a bathroom break, you should have thought of that before we left. What? No, there's a servant right next to the rendezvous point. William? What? Did one of them come after us? This is terrible. What if they attack the border? Or Koyanskaya? Maybe? No. We need not worry about that. Based on these readings, I'm seeing the answers plain to see. They're wounded. That could still be either of them. This servant has clearly been so gravely injured, they're no longer able to move. Furthermore... It's a servant we are all familiar with, Director Godolph. Though we are decidedly not on friendly terms, unfortunately. Ritsuka and her team should be coming up on her shortly. Okay, it's going on Skia. For the moment, I suggest we wait to see what happens. Perhaps then we'll be able to determine what brought her here. I mean, she probably wants... right. Yeah, sure. I like how Gordy doesn't even give it the full spelling. He's just like, what? Not what, but what? Okay. I guess she's so wounded from a Svatamon she can't even do her teleport bullshit. Koyanskaya. Why should we help you, eh? What do we get out of it? The Emperor who embodied all of humanity was one thing, but I can destroy a mere warrior like you with just a few bites. Yeah, how'd that work out? Uh-huh. Alas, my short-sighted, I mean lovely bark turned out to be worse than my bite. Now I see what they mean when they say the brightest stars burn out the quickest. locally sourced Lokapala is on a whole different level. He must be the most powerful servant in this lost belt, excepting Arjuna. And if that weren't enough, he even had some powerful holy sutras equipped. No doubt thanks to that damn monk. I can't break out my other tails here in this India. That put me too close to my original for comfort. My goal is to become an entirely new nine-tailed beast after all. I refuse to be part of obsolete folklore. Oh well, at least I was able to punch that angry meathead's stupid front teeth down his stupid throat before I made my escape. Ah, that felt good. All I have to worry about now is getting our help. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is that God's monstrous power? I like the touch of her shirt being ripped. It's really sells the whole beat up thing and the bandage on her tail. Now that I've been marked as an undesirable, I can't afford to get caught in it. And try as I might to leave, it isn't just those damn sutras holding me back. If only I hadn't taken that side trip to South America. Oh? What happened to you in South America? At any rate, it looks like I won't be able to manifest in any other region until I can get rid of this virtue. In which case... well, any port in a storm. Like I always say, this world's all about give and take. If I have to hitch a ride to avoid getting wiped out of existence, then so be it. I believe she's attempting to hitchhike. Yeah. I mean, we could get info out of her, I suppose. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to pick her up, you know. Maybe we could probably get something useful out of it. Maybe. Well, what in the world is that minx thinking? I think she just meant that helping to and from. Meow, maybe. Unfortunately, she's too close to the rendezvous for us to go around her without losing a lot of time. But of course, there's no telling what she might do if we stay on track and end up running into her. What should we do? I mean, isn't she 100 tons? I think if we literally ran into her, the shadow border would probably take more damage than she would. She looks like she's in pretty bad shape. Yeah, we're gonna be kind, I guess. Huh? Whoa. You better not be thinking what I think you're thinking, Ritsuka. We're thinking what you think we are thinking that we don't want us to be thinking about. I know she helped us out a little in China, but that hardly makes us allies. Not by a long shot. Besides, let's not forget that it was completely, entirely, 100% her fault that we were poisoned in the first place. I know, but I still want to help her. Fo? Even Fo's like, are you crazy? There, you see? Even the little furball knows we can't trust her. Come on, we need to make a choice here. That's fine if you want to ignore her, but you should know she's charging up some weird kind of magical energy. She's holding both hands up and forming some kind of glowing ball of energy above her head. Spirit bomb? Fo. And just look at that smile. I can almost hear her saying, if you don't come get me, I'm gonna use all my remaining power to blow myself up and take you all out with me. Wow, you can read her that well? Damn. Yeah, I recommend making a detour. We should pick up Ritsuka's group at least 10 kilometers away from her. I told you we don't have time for that. Besides, they're already going as fast as they can. Well, I don't think we have any other choice but to pick her up too. Alright. I'll consider this a distress signal and allow it just this once. Distress signal. She may be one of our most contemptible enemies, but abandoning someone asking for help would just lead to more headaches down the road. Yeah, pretty much. Besides, you let me on board when I was in trouble. You might as well do the same for Kyonsugia. Also, those injuries of hers. It looks to me like she had a falling out with one of our other enemies. Yeah, she might be willing to help us again. Maybe. I had a feeling that was going to happen sooner or later. If that's true, that would mean she's become a target for Arjuna's noble phantasm. It would certainly explain why she's looking to the border of all places for refuge. Bringing her on board does pose risk, but we also know she's been weakened. If she attempts anything untoward, we will not be defenseless. Furthermore, we may be able to gain new and valuable information from her, or even have her fight with us again for a time. True. But I warn you to exercise the utmost caution. That minx's devilish charms are powerful enough to deceive even a first-class dandy like myself. It's just because she was hot. Let's not fool ourselves here, Gordy. Well, I guess she also did flatter him with words too, I suppose. But I don't think we have to worry about that. Ritsuka's pretty good against fighting off Char. Well, as long as it's not magical in nature, yeah. Ritsuka's not one to fall for the temptations of the flesh, probably. Yeah. If we're going to let her on board, we should put a bag over her head or something just to be safe. I'm pretty sure we won't have to worry about that. We all know real well what sort of person she is by now. Don't be ridiculous. You're the one I'm worried about the most, Carpaccio! I don't think you do have to worry about that, to be honest. We know Mounier's type. I don't... Well... Maybe Mounier's into... women. But... So far, his main, yeah. I can tell from the beta male look on your face that practically screams 2D girlfriends are all I need, that you'd be powerless against her charms. Damn, Gordy? What the fuck? Bro, you ain't gotta roast him like that. God damn. You worried about me? What are you, my mom? Are you quite sure you'll be alright? Positive. Well, alright then. Still, I'm going to give myself a few good dabs of this cologne, just in case. Gordy, buddy, it's not happening, man. It's not happening. In case of what exactly? Alright, go ahead and do a full throttle drift to the spot right between Ritsuka and Koyanskia. We'll depart once again as soon as we've taken all necessary precautions. Oh good, you stopped? I guess this means you're letting me on. You're gonna tell us all about what's going on, okay? But of course, I would never expect a free ride. She could ride me for free. I mean, what? Grr, foe. Foe. Oh, my little foe. You really do have it out for me, don't you? Oh, I'm so scared. Anyway, let's get going, shall we? Or is the plan to put me in some BDSM gear before we get moving? I mean, that could be good. Perhaps one of you is giddy at the thought of an opportunity to do all sorts of naughty things he missed his chance for in China. Have you know I was thinking nothing of the sort. Uh-huh. The only thing I'm hopeful for at the moment is the suspension bridge effect. At the moment, I would prefer you to get on the border post-haste, so we can begin our zero sale preparations. I tried to ensure we would have time to spare, but I have a bad feeling about what's coming. Do try to hurry. Yeah, I would listen to the detective. How unexpectedly thrilling! Perhaps you were simply unaware, my dear Chaldeans. Oh my, this will never do. Surely you should know better than that by now, no? What? This world gets leaner and leaner as more excess is shaved off with each Yuga cycle. Meaning it takes less time for him to charge it, right? That of course means that it requires a bit less energy to destroy it as the cycle goes on. So if you're expecting it to take as long as it did before, why, you might just find yourselves running a little short on time. Go on, God. Let us proceed with the next calling. Are we out of time? Oh? Willie? Willie boy! Huh? He's slowing him down? I see. So you want me to help run this world so you don't have to bother yourself with trivial matters, huh? And by running this world, you also mean taking care of people less than inclined to cooperate. Huh. Well, I hate to tell you this after you went and summoned me, but I'm not the man for the job. My arrows are meant for shooting apples off my son's head, and for shooting that scumbag Vault through the heart. I'll never use them to shoot children, so I guess that's that. Sorry. What will you do now? If that is his reason for refusing to obey me, then those thoughts are unnecessary. There is something inside him that should not be there. Indeed, I couldn't agree more. But as luck would have it, the next Yuga cycle is almost upon us. All you need to do is remove that defect from him, and he will then have no choice but to serve you faithfully. Okay, so he didn't fight him, but he did refuse at first. I thought I was only going along with you guys as a hunter for hire. And as the guy being hired, I expected you to pay me for my help. Nobody ever told me I'd be the one paying you such a heavy price. Consider our contract null and void. Oh? Abfel-Sheben. I don't know how to say that properly. You fool! Your idiocy knows no bounds. What can a half-dead archer's arrow hope to do against the god? I hear a voice from a long time ago. One of the records that remains in the Shadow's head. A voice dripping with oppressive authority, intolerant of the slightest defiance. I'm told you have some skill with the crossbow. Then go ahead and make the shot. If you succeed, I'll overlook your transgressions. A mess of emotions, reluctance, doubt, fear. Each raged within me at those words, but still I took the shot. I shot an apple off my son's head, because I had no other choice. That was my profession after all. I'd made a life out of only ever hitting what I aimed at. But I never thought of myself as the god of marksmanship. Besides, even gods are known to miss sometimes. Is it double S? So Abfel-Sheben? Choicen? Besides, even gods are known to miss sometimes. And a hunter always has to consider what will happen if they miss their shot. Because the fact is, the moment their arrow misses, there'll be another target that absolutely needs to be hit. So I had another arrow ready to go inside my jacket. If my first arrow failed to pierce the apple, if both my son's world and mine had ended with that shot, I would make sure the beast so needed killing would die with us. Thankfully, I didn't need to use my second arrow on that day. But even so, I had every confidence in the world. If my first arrow had missed, or rather, if the arrow that absolutely needed to hit its target didn't, the fact that there would then be another target that needed to be hit, it meant that my second arrow would be sure to find its mark. Oh, he just... Oh, I thought he was gonna blow up the energy before it was complete. Or something. But no, he actually hit Arjuna? What? It hit? I always make sure to hit the targets I can't afford to miss. Like the apple on my son's head. But of course, I also have another arrow ready to go, just in case I miss. That second arrow is my true noble phantasm. It doesn't matter if my Zweit Sheben's target is an evil or a god. It'll still find its mark. There are some shots you can only make after you've already missed. Now I see. Your true noble phantasm interferes with causality. So he's almost like Ku, kinda. Sort of. It's a shadow arrow that's guaranteed to hit if the arrow before it misses. And on top of that, you infused it with all of Vayu's divine power to make doubly sure to hit its target. Though of course, that's still not nearly enough to so much as scratch him. If this good-for-nothing hunter managed to get God's attention, even for just a few seconds, I consider that plenty meaningful in itself, knowing that a human's will reached him. Why do I feel inclined to put William Tell in my party now? This man is absolutely a fucking unit. After all, a few seconds has got to count for a lot when you're a god remaking the entire world. Huh? Surprised? My fucking man. If the look in your face is any indication, this wasn't for nothing after all. Why are, like, the best characters 3 stars? Literally, all of the best characters are 3-star. Every version of Ku, aside from his Berserker, but... you know, whatever. Medusa. William. Fucking, Bedivere. Considering all the shenanigans and lores that research pros, this purpose is just a second shot misses, the MP just repeats over and over with even stronger arrows until he runs out of energy. I mean, hey. You know, gotta get a guarantee. Well, I'm just that much happier I took the extra effort to rouse these bones for one final shot. Your entire being has become unnecessary. You think I didn't see this coming? I know how close I am to dying better than anyone. But you know, the wounded quarry is the most dangerous as the end closes in. There's nothing stronger or more dangerous than a cornered animal. I know that better than most. Oh, and one last warning before I go. I told Asclepius this too, but The reason you summoned me last is because you felt a regular old human would be a good match for a god, right? Even if you only realized it subconsciously, that doesn't make it any less true. Hell, maybe that's why that last arrow got through to you. If you don't realize what that means, someone even more desperately cornered than me is gonna end up firing a third arrow. I wonder who that'll end up being. God has cast his gaze downward. You have become unnecessary. Furthermore, God has also seen. What? Seen what? These defects are unnecessary, and therefore evil. Is he gonna wipe out the whole town? Be gone, evil. You're not needed in the new Yuga, the new world. I will now wield the sword of the god who ends all things. I will cut off the world from the rift in the world made by the blade. Their purification will burst forth. Terminus and Genesis will cycle anew. Sword of dissolution, let your blade fall. Mahapralaya. GACHA? I don't know about defective, but I can tell that I'm not really me if I can't remember my son. True that. Oh, there you are. Oh? It's alright. It's okay now. It took me a while, but I finally remembered. I'm sorry I couldn't be the father you deserved. Oh. Effect of unforgiving world weakened by the demise of Locopolitel. Or erasure. Man, we didn't get him on our side, but... I mean, I guess we did, but... Not fully. But he bought us the time we needed. My fucking guy. Damn. Come on, game. I'd even just take the 4-star. Give me Australia. Well, damn. Alright. The Return of Paradise, the Queen's Identity. Oh? We finally gonna learn Lakshmi's secret that she's been hiding from us? The Zero Sail has entered a stable zone. We should finally be safe here, at least for a while. Once again, we escaped by the skin of our teeth. I was hoping to never have to cut it that close again. At least we made it, right? You're as tasteless as a tiger shark. Do you always bring your enemies with you like this? Sometimes. Oh, she fixed her her shirt. Oh, if it isn't the strange servant I saw in the Wandering Sea. I didn't know you were here too. As you can see, I'm currently nothing more than a fellow fugitive. As they say, no road is long with good company, and love makes the world go round. What a perfect example of strange bedfellows. Or shipmates, if you will. Of course, this is strictly a temporary business arrangement, but I do hope we can get along for its duration. Likewise. Oh, and not so much as a finger on the instruments, please. If you so much as breathe on them, Mr. Detective there is gonna open up a can of Baritsu on your ass. Now. I'll thank you not to refer to we detectives as you would a knife. Never mind that my deductions are so sharp, one could cut oneself on them. I think Astray is the first non-welfare golden servant I had more than 5 copies of. So in my mind, she's the most common SR servant in the game. I guess in my case, it would be Avenger Chloe. Never mind that my deductions are so sharp. One could cut oneself on them. Sure, Holmesy. Even I would need a hot shower if I were to get the blood of so toxic a vixen on me. Oh my, the office banter is so pointed here. You're not picking a fight with me, are you? Oh, is it awkward in here, or is it just me? What I want to know is, why is no one pointing out how Koyanskia's outfit just magically fixed itself? You and me, Mounier, same wavelength. She even looks good in a traditional Indian outfit, complete with sari. Sari. Is she an angel? A demon after all? Alright, enough small talk. We have a great deal of questions and precious little time. Let's begin with your present circumstances. Why did you seek refuge aboard the border? Aren't you with the Lost Belts? Or rather, the Foreign God? Well, you know how bands sometimes split up because of creative differences. It's a lot like that. I think Pepperoncino there can attest to it. I never liked this one much to begin with, and was planning to wash my hands of him once he'd served his purpose. But he ended up beating me to the punch. He filled Arjuna's ears with all sorts of nonsense about me, and now I'm officially persona non grata in this India. That said, I never had much of an opinion about this Lost Belt to begin with, so I'm not too broken up that I've been exiled from it now. But for the time being, I think I'll stick around a while longer. Let's just say I have my reasons. I thought as much. I thought as much about what Pepperoncino the traitor? He's not a traitor! Like you, he's helping us for this Lost Belt, then we'll be enemies again, probably. Oh, swing and a miss. I haven't betrayed anyone. Well, thanks for playing. My goal as a crypt is to grow my tree of emptiness, and I certainly haven't abandoned it. Abandoned it. I'm not on bad terms with anyone from Team A, and I have no intention of defying the Foreign God either. The only ones I don't trust are you alter egos. I mean, how could I? You're all the definition of shady. It's because I have my doubts about you three that I share the information I have with Ritsuka. I thought I could gain some insight from a different perspective on the situation, though I'm sure Holmesy already deduced as much. Indeed. I was fully aware that you were probing our goals and perspectives. But of course I allowed it, as I could tell you were doing so from a place of fairness, rather than malice. Given the current state of the world, it doesn't take much thought to realize this fatal contradiction. The fact that Miss Koyonskia is here right now only further serves to reinforce it. While I do feel as though I already have a firm grasp on the answer, I also feel as though it would be improper for me to be the one to explain it. So as one of those directly involved, how would like to ask you about this great mystery we can no longer ignore, Scandinavia Pepperoncino. Oh, that's so sweet. How can you be so kind and handsome, and yet also so unpopular? Is it because you're inhuman at heart? Alright then, don't mind if I do. Kuyansia, you can confirm this for me, right? The goals of the cryptors and the foreign god's disciples don't completely line up, do they? Huh? What do you mean? Let me be clear. This world's headed towards oblivion. The way it's being run now can't possibly end up at being at anything halfway decent. Once it's completely purged of evil, we're not gonna have the perfect world he's aiming for. We'll be left with a world of total nothingness. It's fair to say that Arjuna's gone completely off the rails. But the bigger problem is that you disciples aren't doing anything to stop him. If anything, that treacherous snake of a man is pushing him to hurry things along. Why? The way things are going now, both the lost spell and its tree of emptiness will be lost forever. So why aren't you two trying to stop that? Furthermore, given the state we found you in, it seems there's also every possibility that even you disciples don't share a common goal. Tell us, what exactly are you? Good question. I suppose if it will pay my fare, I'll answer you as far as I'm able to. I do indeed have my own adorable goals I'm working towards. Adorable goals that neither the cryptors nor that shitty monk share. I sincerely doubt there's anything adorable about them. What are they? Well, there's tormenting humans, and collecting regional monsters, I suppose. It's a hobby of mine, investigating new and unusual creatures. This lost spell has both Kali and sacred beasts, so I'm already pretty happy about that. What can you tell us about the other alter ego? I'm afraid that's one I can't answer. It would violate the non-disclosure agreement in the contract I signed with the foreign god. The most I can say is that he and I most certainly don't get along, as you can tell from my presence here. The three alter egos may have had different approaches due to different personalities, but share one common goal. All three alter egos want to grow the Tree of Emptiness to completion. I see. Is that true for Father Kotomine? I mean, Rasputin too? Of course. But you know what happened in the Russian Lost Belt. What with its king and Kadak being who they are. Well, despite what you might think, that priest is a genuine saint, complete with the ability to know the future. I guess you'd say he can make he can make prophecies? And apparently he prophesied that the Russian Lost Belt was only ever going to end poorly, and acted accordingly. Alright, that's enough for me. I believe I've more than paid for my fare by now. Oh no you haven't, not by a long shot. It costs a lot more than that to ride my ship. Your ship? I beg your pardon? Leaving the question of whether it's your ship or not aside, I do agree that she's only begun to pay her fare. Oh, come now. Do you have any idea how much Rasputin's secrets would normally cost? That priest never says a word about himself, you know. It wasn't easy to part with them, but since doing so would be his problem more than mine, I figured I could share them with you as a little bonus of sorts. So she's willing to sell out her teammates' skills, but not her own secrets, huh? Talk about a dyed-in-the-wool misanthrope. It's like everything she does is designed to piss others off. Well, I have a feeling we're not going to get anything from her that she isn't willing to give us. For now, I guess I should just be glad I was able to confirm my hypothesis. I wonder just how much Kashtaria knows about the foreign god's identity and objectives. At any rate, I no longer have any interest in what happens to this world. I am, as they say, over it. So by all means, go ahead and mess with it as much as you like. I'd be especially happy if you could give that shitty monk some much-needed comeuppance. So much needed comeuppance. Do you really think we're done here? We saved you when you were at the store, and I doubt you're anywhere close to your old strength yet. To put it another way, you have nowhere to run, and your life is in our hands now. Oh my, does this mean your gentlemanly facade is crumbling? Now that I'm your prisoner, I wonder what you're going to do to me. Are you going to bind my limbs and throw me in solitary? Chop me into tiny pieces like what happened in China? Chop me into tiny pieces? What? No, I'm just referring to your promise to temporarily cooperate with us. Though that's not to say we won't take precautions. I trust there won't be an issue letting her out of here, along with Ritsuka. I highly doubt it. Not with Rama, Ganesha, and Lakshmi. I'll keep an eye on her. Once we have our safety measures in place, I believe a most prudent course of action would be to act on this new information. To act. And of course, when the situation calls for it, we would like you to assist us in battle. At the moment, I believe that covers the manner of assistance we expect from you. Well, I can't promise to be of too much help in combat, but I can certainly fight well enough to protect my own life. And if you're treating me as a guest rather than a prisoner, I'll agree the information I shared doesn't cover my fare. So rest assured, I'll be glad to work off the rest. I certainly don't want to be in debt to humans after all. Thank you, I guess. Well, if nothing else, at least we made it through another cataclysm unscathed. I think we've all earned a little break today. So why don't we kick back and relax while we wait for the outside world to stabilize? If all goes well, maybe we'll even be able to settle everything during the next Yuga cycle. Yeah, maybe. Or things could go obscenely wrong. You never know. Oh. So you're the one I heard on the transmission. Yeah? I go by Captain right now, though that name has no particular meaning. Not that I have any other more meaningful name to go by right now anyway. Good to meet you, Captain. You don't have to tell me. I know who you are. Do you mean we've met somewhere before? Yeah, Captain? Of course not. What makes you think that? Who knows? I guess it would be your scent. My scent, huh? Well, I guess I can understand that more than more than I could if you said my appearance. Anyway, I'm afraid I have a lot of work I need to get back to. You should rest now while you can. I wonder why he's avoiding me. I don't remember wronging him. Although that look in his eyes, was it nervousness? Fear? No, wait. I think it was guilt? I mean, that would make sense. There we go. Everything is all sunshine and rainbows again. Phew. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see the sky. There really is something about seeing it for the first time in a while that appeals even to a die-hard shut-in like me. I thought you were the type who never left the room no matter what. How would I get food or go to the bathroom? Of course I go out when I gotta. I always enjoyed the early mornings when I'd have to run down to the convenience store to replenish my snack supplies after fighting a massive raid boss for 3 days straight. The way you can still see the stars as the first rays of sun started to creep over the horizon was just divine. Well, maybe it was those spiritual morning walks that made Ganesha choose me for his vessel. Yeah, maybe. A 3-day raid boss fight? What were the devs thinking? Oh. My apologies for the seemingly endless string of similar instructions. But I would like you all to stop by returning to Beach as usual. Let's get going then. You know, the random thought. I'm surprised they haven't done a Fate, like, MMO, I guess. I guess the big problem with that, though, would be, like, making it good and people wanting to play, I suppose. That's the big problem with MMOs, right? They wanted to? Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised. It feels like a pretty obvious Apocrypha was initially designed as an MMO. Yeah. I feel like it'd be hard to do, though. Because, like, you'd have the initial... Yeah, I don't know. Like, it would have to be, like, FGO and not follow the whole Holy Grail thing, the Holy Grail War thing. It'd have to be a different premise as to why servants are being summoned. Because I feel like it being a... I mean... Yeah, I don't know. What a perfectly peaceful little human town. It makes me positively nauseous. So what's the plan here? You do have a plan to take down a spoiled brat turned god, don't you? We're going to tear him off his divine throne and bring him down to our level, starting with this town. Now, if these people have fought their way through Kali Yuga, there should be even more of them on our side. If there's even any here. Once we've convinced this town he isn't a god worth worshipping, we'll move on to other towns until he's weakened enough that we can defeat him. A god boycott campaign, Okay, I can see the sense in that. At least, theoretically. Even though we're in a peaceful Kurta Yuga now, something feels off. Yeah, no one's out and about, right? I feel it too. Does this town seem weirdly quiet to you too? Fofo? Hey guys, I'm kinda worried about Asha. Remember she said her dad was injured? Maybe we should go check on her first. Of course. I was just thinking the same thing. I think her house was over in that direction. Let's go see her. She's not gonna be there. That's her house. Thank goodness it's intact. Why don't we take a peek inside through the window first to see how they're doing? Yeah, there was no Ajay there. Going off her face, I wonder if she remembers or if she just, like some of the others, maybe wants, or like something made her like like had an itch in the back of her head, like someone's missing. Looks like they're celebrating something. I'm so glad we all made it to the Kota Yuga to celebrate your 4,000th day of life, Asha. Me too. Lots happened over the different Yugas. More than I can even remember. Yeah. I was worried how things were going to go when we first took you in. But you've grown up to be a wonderful little girl. Now you know it's strange. I know we've been here since way back. But this house still doesn't feel like our home. Maybe it's just too big for us. I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe it's time we thought about moving. I think there's another house we could live in not too far from here. Yeah, your usual one that you stayed in before. But we don't need to think about that now. Today's your special day, and we're going to celebrate. Go ahead and eat anything you want, okay? Okay. Oh, what's wrong, Asha? You don't look very excited. Auntie? Doesn't it feel like we're missing someone important? Why they gotta do this? Why do they have to hurt us? Huh? What do you mean? LB4. Now look what you made me do. I'm sorry, are you okay? You dropped a dish over a little question? You're such an aloo. There it is again. It feels like someone else should have said that. It feels strange that nobody's saying it. Yeah, it really feels like there ought to be someone else here with us. What an odd little girl you are. Who would that possibly be? You know, it's always been just the three of us. Yeah, I know. But I can't help but feel like I made a promise with someone. Someone who said they'd celebrate with me and patted my head, telling me how much I'd grown. Oh. Am I crying? Well, that's a funny surprise. This is supposed to be a happy day. MASH. I know, MASH. I know. I'm okay. I'm okay. Senpai, this is just... let's get out of here. Right now, I don't think even I could look Asha in the eye and smile. She said his leg was injured. Is that why? A little thing like that? That's just like what happened to Vihan. This is horrible. I don't even have the words for how horrendously wrong this all is. Oh no. Does this mean any injured? Meaning pretty much anyone who is fighting the Kali with us? Or maybe anyone who fought in general? Lakshmi, where are you going? They're not here. Hey. Oh, hello. Is everything alright? Would you like to come to my house and have a glass of grape juice? Forget about juice. What happened to all the people in the town hall? What do you mean? You know damn well what I mean. I'm talking about the people who came here from Duval. There were dozens of people living here while they tried to find new homes. I'm very sorry, but I truly have no idea what you're talking about. Nobody has ever lived in the town hall. Damn it. You poor thing. I don't know what you're talking about, but I can tell you've been through a lot. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to call on me. Good luck. Damn it. Damn it! Just refusing to obey is a sin now, you false god. A crime so great you throw them away like they're worthless. It seems we were too lax in our assumptions. Given how removed Arjuna is from this world, I assumed he would never bother to personally determine the so-called defectiveness of individual persons' actions. Especially since we knew Deval continued to exist across yugas, even after they began fighting back. That sounds right to me, if we're just talking about Arjuna himself. I'm sure he would consider changes in the little people's faith as trivial matters, beneath his notice. But he has a certain advisor at his ear, one who loves nothing more than snitching. And I can't see that slimy, devious monk not taking the chance to rat these people out. Yes, I recall you mentioned him on the border as well. It sounds as though you and he are on extremely poor terms. Oh yes, he's a wonderfully shitty monk. As for who he is, well, you'll find that out when you meet him yourselves. Yeah, we met him before. So it's his fault these people disappeared. No, it might be mine. Lakshmi? It might be because I helped them. Because I lit a fire under them. Because I drew the false god's attention to them. Maybe I'm the reason they were eliminated. They might have been erased as though they never existed because they got caught in my cloud of bad luck. Lakshmi. No, that's not my name. Oh? I've been lying to you this whole time. Everything that's gone wrong is my fault. I knew I should have stuck to fighting on my own. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. The god that resides within me is not Lakshmi. What was that? Me, the goddess of happiness and prosperity? Haha, what a joke. I'm the exact opposite. I bring adversity and tragedy wherever I go. I'm the embodiment of things everyone should avoid and despise. The real name of the goddess within me is Lakshmi, Lakshmi's older sister, the goddess of bad luck and misfortune. I mean, has Lakshmi in the name? Strengthened by the erasure of those who are punished, God. Yeah, I mean, I kind of guessed it wasn't actually Lakshmi because of how she was acting, and when she talked to the goddess within herself, she just said goddess. And not Lakshmi, so I kind of figured that was the case already. Yeah, but A at the start means not. I mean, close enough. The Queen's identity. It's true. Those two sister gods are more alike than shrimp and prawns. Lakshmi? That's the goddess of misfortune. Lakshmi's direct opposite. You're saying that's who you really are? She's still a source of power lacking in consciousness, as I told you before. But yes, that is who I really am. So that's why I was never quite able to sense my beloved seat as Lakshmi inside you. Part of it's because she's only a source of power now, and part of it's because they're sisters. No wonder I never got more than a vague impression of the divinity inside you. Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Lakshmi's request was simple. She conveyed to me that she wanted to help her sister, trapped within the false god. Okay, so what's the problem? That's one of our goals too. But who would ever want to join forces with the embodiment of bad luck and misfortune? Yeah, true. True. I guess? I've been using you for my own ends all this time. I thought you'd refuse to help me if I was honest about my identity. And that would make it harder to catch my goal of defeating the false god and rescuing Lakshmi. Some leader I am. I'm just a foolish woman steeped in lies and deception. Now those people were erased without a trace, and all of your hopes are dashed too. And it's all my fault. No, you're wrong there. I'm pretty sure it's what Kuyansky said. It was probably just a monk being a bitch. Fofo? I understand that you're really a Lakshmi, but you're still wrong about the rest. Senpai and Pepe are right. You didn't erase Ajay, or the people of Deval. Arjuna did. But you can't blame yourself for this. Indeed. Are you going to insist that every last bit of bad luck we've had was actually your fault? Because even for a goddess of misfortune, that would be going a bridge too far, Lakshmi. Well, we're fighting for the fate of this entire world. Your luck possibly can't possibly affect that, no matter how bad it may be. It is our skill and responsibility alone that will determine the outcome of our fight, just as it always has before. So the only laments I'll allow from you are your clumsiness, and the way you constantly stub your toe and squirm in agony. If you thought we hadn't noticed, you were gravely mistaken. Foe! Foe! So, if you're finally done playing guessing games where the answers were obvious, it's about time we started planning our next course of action, no? Agreed. Truth be told, I had already formulated a hypothesis as to whom Lakshmi's true divinity might be. Lest we forget, the power she demonstrated during our first battle with William Tell was clearly nothing that a goddess of fortune would possess. Oh yes, that reminds me. I don't sense value anywhere. So it seems Mr. Tell never did make it to this Yuga, did he? Though I can't say I'm surprised, given the resistance he put up at the end. I'm considering that's a highly probable possibility as well. Given how bravely he fought last we saw him, I'm not sure if I should regret that we were unable to have him join us. Or be glad that at least a bit more of Arjuna's power is now gone. Okay, in light of all that's happened, we need to figure out a new plan, starting with where our old one went wrong. It's obvious now that we were severely underestimating the extent of Arjuna's ability to erase things he considers defective whenever he remakes the world. Hard as it might be to believe, we know now he can get rid of entire communities if he wants to. Maybe he came up with some way to simplify it, like assuming anyone who takes up arms against the Kali is defective. By the way, now that we know he's capable of mass removals like this, we should probably assume that the more people stand out, the more likely they are to be erased. So what you're saying is, our plan to turn more people against him and drag him from his godly throne isn't looking too good anymore. But I mean, if you look at it like, there's still less people worshipping him. There's less people actively rebelling, but there is still less people worshipping still. So I mean, that's good. So what? We're just gonna give up on defeating him? No, absolutely not, Master. You better believe it. I don't care if this world's god is the one behind it. No one should have to live in a world where they could be erased like this. Foe! I'm not giving up yet. Not now, not ever. I couldn't agree more, Master. We may be back to square one again. But so what? As for you, Queen, who has slightly worse luck than most people, no desire for you to wander about in sackcloth and ashes being so terribly morose. Who is going to benefit from your doing such a thing? It's an utterly pointless endeavor. Now that we know our old plan won't work, we need your help more than ever in coming up with the next one. Will you help us? Will you continue to fight beside us, just as you have till now? I second everything Rama said. Let's just say you're not the first complicated goddess we've had in our team. I mean, Parvati is not that complicated. Who would this be referring to? Complicated goddess. Ishtar? I mean, I guess. I mean... I wouldn't call Ishtar complicated, but I guess it's the only one we could possibly be referring to. You truly are an odd one, aren't you? Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess personality-wise, she was complicated, but, like, I was looking at more, like, in terms of their abilities, where Ishtar was a very straightforward, you know, goddess of beauty and war and yada yada yada. So she was pretty straightforward in that regard, and not complicated in the sense that she would potentially mess things up with bad luck, but I suppose. Oh, whoops. Now that we've reaffirmed our intent to continue onwards, I would like to begin discussing specifics. Does anyone have any information that would give us a good place to start? I'll get right to the point. I can think of one thing. Oh? Oh, what's that? Svataman. There's something wrong with him. Yes, I think we all saw that for ourselves, Rami darling. Care to be a little more detailed? I'm afraid it's difficult to explain. All I can say is when we ran into him during the last Yuga, it felt like there was something fundamentally different about him compared to the other Lokapala. At least one of you has an eye for detail. Disposing of a Svataman is something I totally endorse, especially as I have my own grievances with him. I would like nothing more than for all of you to beat him within an inch of his life. Okay. We can do that for you. But we still don't know how to deal with his regenerative powers. Fighting him was like fighting an immortal. Exactly. He's immortal. That's why he has no choice but to do what Arjuna says. What do you mean by that? Oopsie. Now I've gone and said too much. Let me just go ahead and zip these lips back up. Anyway, I do think it's worth a shot. If you like, I could even tell you where he is right now. Oh, you can sense him? That's handy. Hold it. I appreciate that proposal, but I don't trust it. Koyasugi can only be trusted to lead us into a trap. What? And here I made the proposal with the very purest of intentions. I guess this means you still haven't forgiven me after all, Your Excellency. Yeah, that would make more sense. Because, yeah, we said, like, first one we've had on our team, right? Yeah. Whereas, I mean, we did have Reshkigal in the Underworld on our team, kind of. But there were a lot of circumstances around that. Plus, yeah. Yeah, actually, Gorgon makes the most sense to refer to as like a complicated goddess that was technically on our team, sort of, or it could be referring to Tiamat, because we, yeah. But if we're basing it on the team thing, then Gorgon would be sort of, yeah, yeah. I guess this means you still haven't forgiven me after all, Your Excellency. Why in the world would I forgive you when you haven't shown the slightest sign of repentance? Yeah, no, that's why I was saying it wouldn't really make sense for it to be Tiamat. That's why I went with Gorgon first when it came to Queen of Demonic Beasts. When you haven't shown us the slightest sign of repentance. Did that sorry do something to your brain, beautiful? Just kidding. Alright then, I'll go ahead and give you the data you'll need to track Aswatamon down. Just to be sure of the results, why not conduct the search yourselves? True, that would be safer. Though it will mean we'll need to walk around ourselves, to pick up a signal. That's just a trade-off we'll have to make for security. Even if it takes a little longer, it's a lot better than walking into a trap completely defenseless. Alright. Now that our next goal is decided, let's go find out Aswatamon and take him out quickly. Don't worry. Once we find him, just let me handle everything. Okay. I think I know what's going on with him now. So then it's the next time we meet. I'll see if I'm right. Alright, we'll leave it to you, Rama. I have a bit of time left. How much dialogue are in these two nodes? Because I might be able to squeeze them in before I have to go. Like, if I can do these two nodes in like 30 minutes, I can go ahead and do them. I think there's a bunch. I do want to... I can probably stretch it to like 40 minutes. We'll give it a go. If this first node ends up taking like all my time, then we'll just have to stop after the first node. But we'll start it at least. Give it a try. I wish I was a Lancer with Bond Point, Craft Essences up. First arrow is 2 shorter dialogue scenes, second one's longer. Oh, there we go. Not as much as the Chaldea tea time, but this will work. Alright, I'm gonna swap Enkidu back out. I want Lakshmi back in. Actually, how far is Enkidu from... Yeah, no, I want Enkidu out. This will give her craft essence as well. Yes, this will do. This'll work. Alright, Aswatamon. We're coming for ya. Oh, damn. It's taken us this long to find. Damn, it took us 5 days to find him? I think that was 5 days. I was looking at chat while it was going. I wasn't sure. There you are. That's my line. But what's this? Well, what do you know? I can't believe the quarry that got away from me came back of her own accord. I'm so happy it's actually pissing me off. I appreciate you reacting exactly how I thought you would. You must have known the Chaldeans were hot on your tail, yet you couldn't ignore my aura, and couldn't resist waiting around for me to show up. I'm so glad you're as simple-minded as you look. Now let's get to our grudge match, shall we? Oh, but do be warned, you'll be facing Ritsuka and her team this time around, and they're very tough cookies. You see, they do this ungodly annoying thing where they get stronger and stronger each time they do battle. Huh. I never could tell whose side you were really on, woman. Let me ask you this, Astataman. Would you be willing to tell us your whole story? What was that? I am a generous king, and I can tell what others are truly thinking. I promise, I will neither laugh at you, nor look down on you. What do you say? Every one of you just makes me so friggin' furious. I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you doing, Rami? I thought you said you could handle him. I thought I could, but it seems this problem is not as easily solved with words as I'd hoped. We'll just have to pin him down and have him cool off more naturally. So we're gonna have to fight him after all? Yeah, I'll help you. But what I said before still holds true. Don't rely on me too much. You're fine, Lakshmi, come on. There's no telling when my poor luck could result in a fatal error. But you can control it at least a little, right? Like you did when you got all 12's arrows to hit you? A little, yes, but there are some areas that are still out of my control. Not to mention that the recoil from that time is probably... Oh? Oh, Astataman. You really are an awkward boy, aren't you? Huh. You mean like the opposite of how you strut around in those fancy clothes of yours, ex-master? Well, I'm certainly less awkward than you. I keep my life nice and simple by doing whatever it takes to stay alive. Of course, that still leaves the question of what I want to do with my life once I keep it. It's not easy being human, you know. We always want more. Guess you really must be a draw if you can say that sort of thing with a smile. Maybe I am kind of awkward by comparison. All I've got going for me is my anger. So it's only natural that anger would become my entire life. Living my life makes me angry, and my anger gives me a reason to live. Yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense. You have Lakshmi, right? Have you seen her? No, I only did the ones that I did on stream during the Valentine's event. I'd never got around to her or a bunch of others that I meant to. Sadly. Next year though. Surely, yeah, next year I'll be better about doing all of them. Probably. Anger gives me a reason to live, and no, it doesn't make any sense. Just like I know that the moment my anger dies out, I won't be me anymore. So as long as I'm still kicking, I've got no choice but to keep my fury burning. To keep burning my whole damn life. Well... we'll just have to burn up all that anger. A you that's not you could be quite handy, actually. If I do say so myself.
私の出番ね。見てなさい。総合に決めるから。
Alright. Let's do... Yeah, whatever you said, Cha-Cha.
剣を見せよ。とくと見とれよ。これぞ獣の象徴。
Now save the stun for when he has a noble phantasm. Yeah. Okay, we should get him down to 200. Maybe a little bit less. Okay, 189.
我が舌を喜ばせろ。でもな、少しは優しくね。七つの竜よ。
Yeah, I thought about doing the full Quab combo with Cha-Cha, but I was like, I think I'd rather charge up Areshkigal's NP gauge, TBH.
来い来い来い。イラつくんだよ。ぶっ殺す。
Yep, keep going after Cha-Cha. This should get her there, I think. Yeah.
いい度胸ね。気に入ったわ。黙って固く縛るわ。厳しくいくわ。
Go, my glorious underworld queen.
死に監獄。我がかかとこそ冥府の怒り。反省するのだわ。来る気がるいる彼ら。
Show him the power of a god.
やるわ。
Unfortunately, AoE. So it didn't do as much as it could have. She's AoE, right? Or she? No, she is AoE. Right? Pretty sure. Let me just double check. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. And I guess we gotta use Cha-Cha. Man, he really wasn't all that tough, huh? Ow! Cha-Cha, no! Cha-Cha, why? Oh, Cha-Cha, no! How could you do this? That's Vataman, why? What did she ever do? Alright, it was overkill, but, you know. That's aight. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Coward. Maybe I should have followed that guy, so I had a Lancer I could get bond points off of. Ah, well. Maybe he'll pop up again. Oh, even better, actually. Oh, wait, no, that was... Oh, no, it's a fucking... It's not maxed out. But it will be eventually. Probably. I hope. I hope he maxes it out eventually. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? We'll do what we gotta do. This will just be 3%, right? Yeah. Good. We did it, but... He's just regenerating. Yep. Damn it, I knew he was just gonna heal himself again. Is he seriously immortal or something? Is that all you've got? I can keep this up. Is it just me, or is there something else mixed in there? It's not just the pain of regeneration. It seems as though there's something deeper eating away at him. I knew it. It's just as I thought, Aswataman. You're cursed, aren't you? Cursed? That's right. Of course, so many different kinds of curses. But for this, I believe I know what is at work. Even as we speak, this curse is tormenting Aswataman. Or rather, his servant spirit origin relentlessly. This curse must be so powerful that not even a great warrior like him can remove it. I expect it's directly rooted in his destiny. A curse so deeply tied to his heroics that it's inevitable he would fall prey to it. Oh man, I know what it is. That's Krishna's curse, isn't it?
What's Krishna's curse, Professor?
I'm sorry to, as they say, burst your bubble, but you won't find any professors here. Both Da Vinci and I would be happy to share what we know about India from books, but in this case I believe Captain would be the most knowledgeable. It's something that happened towards the end of the Great War depicted in the Mahabharata. Aswathaman was overcome with anger at his father's murder, and in a cowardly act of retribution, he snuck into the enemy camp and killed them all in their sleep. Afterwards, he fired an arrow at the stomach of the pregnant mother of what would have been the last child of the Karu. But Krishna protected the baby and placed a dreadful curse upon Aswathaman's head in retaliation. Honestly, fair enough. One interpretation says that the curse would last for 3,000 years, during which he would be forced to endure all manner of pain and suffering. I would definitely have noticed if he'd been cursed like that when I first summoned him. So Arjuna must have put the curse on him after he stole my master contract from me. It'd be well within his power, since he also possesses Krishna's divinity. Now it all adds up. Aswathaman, your immortality comes from being born with Yama and Shiva's power, and the curse you're dealing with now is too strong for you to remove on your own. So you're trapped in a prison of endless suffering, and death offers no escape. Then, does that mean you have to do what Arjuna says? Or he won't undo the curse? That is pretty rough.
Shut up.
At the very least, I can imagine that curse going away once Arjuna finally has a so-called perfect world. Though either way, I guess it doesn't leave you much choice but to cooperate with him.
Shut up! I'm so goddamn pissed! I can't stand it. I'm mad at myself for being a slave to my anger, for getting myself cursed. I'm mad at how goddamn weak I am. So weak that I have to obey Arjuna, my mortal goddamn enemy, just to keep this endless pain. All I can do is just keep getting angrier and angrier.
Aswathaman's getting madder than we've ever seen him. Be careful, Master. I'm aware. I can see that mash. He's right there. I see it.
He went Super Aswathaman too.
Let's just hope he doesn't grow his hair out and go Super Aswathaman 3. That'd be the real kick in the pants. Alright. Oh, cha-cha. Lower that D. Lower that D to the ground. How much does her MP gauge go up by? 50, okay. Yeah, I can just pop this now, because this will stay 3 turns. And I should get her Noble Phantasm by then. Probably. Probably. And we'll do this. Doesn't give a ton, but even a little bit of Noble Phantasm will help. Okay, well, thanks for giving me Draco's Noble Phantasm, buddy. I appreciate that.
我が舌を喜ばせる。少しは優しくね。
If only she had a arts card
レ
up.
イバロンド
That
ム
would
ス
have
アウ
been
レア
nice.
よ砕けラウスティラノクラウディウス我が情熱は豪華のごとくそこだな
Okay, this should get hers. Yep.
ぶっ殺してやらな。ぶっ殺す。
Cha-cha! Yamero!
ぶっ殺す。
Alright. Here,
いいわ
get
死の底までを
color.
固く厳しくいくわ。お願いメスラムタイヤ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私のフルキガルイルカルラ。地は天に天は地に。そこ動かない。
You know, so far he hasn't seemed like much of a problem, other than having murdered Cha-Cha, but
イラつくんだよ。
you know, there's worse things. Okay, Jean, can you... Nice. I actually didn't have much hope that that would hit, but
愛も悪も全て縛るわ。でもな、空へ少しは
I'll
優し
take
くね
it. And I have my Gander to stun
レ
him
イバロンド
again.
ムスアウレアよ
So we should look at
砕けラウスティラノクラウディウス我が情熱は豪華のごとく
閉じ込めてあげる。やるわ。
I have that like pre-sneeze itch in my nose, not like the about to sneeze feeling, but like the you can tell that one's gonna come because there's like an itch. I'm waiting for it. I know it's gonna happen. All right.
とくと見とれよ我の力を見
Gander again.
のよかろう
Yeah.
我が舌を喜ばせる。
Just because Arts
世の
and
行く
Quick
手
are
が阻
both
めぬ血の大輪を咲かせよ
undebuffed.
歌い
I think
インビ
they're
ジ
better than using that other buster.
よいか舌が濡れる
Alright, well, that actually went
よ
quite
かろう。固く縛るわ。
well
仕切り
for
ましょう。
us. Got through that without much
世の
incident.
行く手が阻めぬ
勝利ですね。
I guess not much is a
どうぞ進みましょう。
threat to Draco though. My hard carry. Alright, here we go. I don't know anything about the scripter stuff, but whatever they are, that one was still my master. Once he ordered me to leave Arjuna alone, I was able to hold back my urge to kill him. But once my master was no longer my master, once Arjuna slapped that curse on me like he was putting a collar on a stray dog, and then told me he was my new master, there was no way in hell I was gonna take that. Oh? I tried to kill him immediately after he cursed me. I tried to kill him in the span of a single breath, in the blink of the goddamn eye. But it did nothing. His incredible divine power stopped me, killed me, and brought me back to life. The curse ate away at my body, and I attacked him again. Over and over I was stopped, killed, revived, and cursed. Stopped, killed, revived, cursed. Every time he stopped me, I got angrier. Every time he killed me, I saw red. Every time he revived me, my fury grew. Every time he cursed me, I became still further enraged. Rage. Was I just buying time? No way.
I wasn't calm enough, nearly calm enough to think about drawing Arjuna's attention long enough to let my old master escape. Well, I guess it ended up working out that way. It was all just desperate fury, and all simply in vain, until my spirit finally broke. Contorting bowels, rage, hell, every agony in the world, tearing myself apart, decimation of the ego, a single instant, drool, flickering consciousness. Purple, red, green, black, lost vocal cords, spirit origin violation, existing then not, and again, then existing again, poisonous thoughts, defeat, pain, chills, hives, agony, fire, all on top of one another. A terrible curse. How can I make this damn curse go away? What do I have to do to be free of it? If helping that damn god get the world he wants is the only way for me to escape this damn curse. If this law far more merciful than death is the only way to go, then I will be rage. The moment I stop being angry is the moment I stop being me. So I decided I was going to stay angry all the damn time. Once I knew I couldn't kill that god beyond gods like this, no matter how angry I got, I instead chose to burn my own damn weakness with the fires of my rage until the very end. It was humiliating for me, along with idiotic, immature, and inferior. But even so, thanks to that, I knew I'd be able to stay angry until my last breath. I might have lost the bond with my true master, and been forced to submit to my most hated enemy. But at least in this, I still had my pride. This way, I would at least be able to remain myself right up until this defective evil world disappeared. Then I'll be able to hit that smug, all-knowing, all-powerful god with one last shot. I'll show him that even with his perfect little plan to recreate as he sees fit, and then only what he deems essential, he still couldn't stop me from being me.
So what you're saying is you might help us? That way, right when everything's about to end, I'll get to laugh in his stupid face. You really are an odd bird, aren't you? You actually chose to keep losing to Arjuna and his curse, just so you continue to be yourself. Exactly. And thanks to that, he's done for, since there's no possible way to save him. Yes, I'm sure there isn't.
This goddamn pisses me off. So what are you gonna do now, huh? You gonna tear me to shreds with that sword of evil's bane? Sounds great. Do it. Come on, do it.
Even if I did tear you to shreds, your body would simply regenerate. I suspect it's your connection to Arjuna's nigh infinite supply of magical energy that forces it to do so. Then once your body is cursed again, it's subjected to endless torment for all of eternity. But fortunately for you, I know of a way to do something about the curse. Do something about that curse.
What'd you just say?
Rama! Attaboy! Hey, you were supposed to gaze at me in awe and admiration there. What are you? Don't you pat my head. I'm a king. I deserve far more respect than that.
Huh. You and your damn nonsense are pissing me off. What the hell can you even do about this curse?
This?
Huh?
What? Did he just take it and... Did he just apply the curse, like, to himself? Rama? This is quite something, isn't it? Whoa. What'd you just do? Don't tell me you.
Huh? Krishna and I
are both avatars of Vishnu. Basically beings of the same nature. So if your curse comes from Krishna's power, I should be more than capable of affecting it. Well, I can't completely destroy it, of course. I can at least transfer it from your body to mine.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'm an invincible king. I'm not about to complain about the pain from a little curse like this. If you thought you just heard otherwise, then I suggest you have your ears checked.
Right. Sure, buddy.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. I can't stand that sort of simpering self-sacrifice nonsense. If you subject me to any more of this, I'm going to start demanding compensation.
Whoa, what the hell? Are you stupid or something? Damn it, this pisses me off. I'm still just as angry as ever. But I don't have to worry about being held hostage to my damn curse anymore. If there's nothing holding me back. Arjuna was always my mortal enemy, even before he made himself into some kind of god. There's no way in hell I'm not gonna revolt against him.
Huh?
But what's the damn point of me being free of my curse if you just end up cursed in my place? All you're doing is gaining one guy and losing another. It's simple math, damn it. Ugh, you freaking pissed me off.
Yeah, but you know, Rama will still fight on our side, even if he's nerfed. You, with the curse, would still keep fighting against us. So I mean, yeah, we lose some power in one guy, but I think the trade-off is more than enough.
Ugh, you freaking pissed me off.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I've thought of that. As an avatar of Vishnu, Krishna's curse shouldn't affect me as much as it affected you. Let's say it brings me down to half my normal strength. But in exchange for that strength, we get Svataman, the hero of Kauravas. A man who's not only an exceptionally skilled warrior, but a tactician, clever enough to serve as commander-in-chief. That is to say, you are a servant who can fulfill more than just one role. So while we may have lost half a warrior, we effectively gained 2 to make up for it. That's a net gain of 1.5 warriors.
He's stalking over to me now. What do you want? You. This guy's your servant, right? Does that mean I should be angry at you?
Yes?
Go easy on me, please!
At any rate, can I please ask you something just to be sure, Slataman? Now that you're not cursed anymore, you no longer have a reason to obey Arjuna. So does that mean you're willing to help us now?
Shh. What'd you go and ask that for?
He's blushing.
You went and reminded me of how completely pathetic I've been.
I never expected Rama to take on the curse himself, but the benefits of this trade-off may well outweigh the drawbacks. Having Arjuna's last Lokapala come over to our side would be quite the boon indeed. Foul!
What's that look supposed to mean, ex-master? If you want to laugh at me, go ahead. It'll give me another reason to be angry.
Oh, it's not that. I was just thinking how you really are, just how you appear through my Tashinsu. You wear your heart on your sleeve, so to speak. So that thing rooted deep inside you's anger. That's what drove you to the Pandavas in the middle of the night. Hey, I just have to ask. Haven't you ever wished you could just let all your anger go?
Why? Is this the whole reason I ended up like this? Yeah, I know my anger is what ended up getting me cursed by Krishna while I was alive.
But you might eventually be able to let go of it if you'd stayed with Arjuna, right? I doubt he'd want any defective emotions in this perfect world after all.
Now I get it. You think I regret giving up that chance to get rid of this anger, don't you? Don't be an idiot. Why the hell would I ever regret that?
It's true, Da Vinci. You've got it backwards. Anger is everything to him right now. In fact, I think he made sure his anger would be the only part of him to stick around by constantly proving he was useful with it. That he was useful with it. They were only master and servant for a short time, and they're absolutely nothing alike. And yet, in spite of that, Pepe and the Swataman really seem to click. Maybe this is what they call chemistry?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Right now, anger and me are one and the same. It was the one way I had to avenge my father and friend's humiliation. If we were back in Kudukashetra, when that war was still going on and I'd been humiliated again, I'd do the same damn thing without hesitating. Every time. I'd have used my anger as a weapon to avenge my father and friend, even if I ended up cursed every damn time.
I got it. I knew you were awkward and simple-minded, but I also know that's why I can trust you. Okay then, why don't we find somewhere we can relax and figure out our next course of action? You're a tactician too, right? Can't wait to see what you come up with.
All right, let's.
Huh? You look like an old man who just threw out his back. Hey, don't mock him.
I'm fine, you hear me?
My body just hasn't quite adjusted to this curse yet. Just give me a moment. I'll be up in about no time. You know we don't have time to wait around. I guess I'll just have to give you a piggyback ride.
Alright.
This is degrading, but I do get the feeling I've had something similar happen to me before. Yeah, back in America. Perhaps it's just a part of my destiny to suffer piggyback rides now and then. From women especially. Because yeah, it was Nightingale who piggybacked him in America, right? I'm pretty sure. So, he has to suffer piggyback rides from women. Which, no, not the worst thing. Alright, one more go at Castoria. And then we'll log off. I thought she backpacked him. I think technically yes, but I assume that's what he's referring to when he says piggyback ride. There was a flash of loading. But it wasn't very long, so it might be nothing. It was nothing. I hate when it does the loading flash and then doesn't give me anything. It teases me. Right. How did Iceberg Consultation go? Good. I only got through the first 4 episodes. I ended up having to do something that afternoon, so I only got through the first 4. But I'm watching the last 2 episodes tomorrow. But it's good so far. Taiga and Iris have an interesting relationship, I guess. It would seem. But yeah, I am finishing it tomorrow though, so we should be good. But yeah, well, yeah, it could have gone worse. We weren't able to recruit Tel, but we recruited the Svatamans. That's good. Even better, actually. 5-star versus 3-star. I'd say it's a marked upgrade. So, you know, I'll take... I'll spot him on his 5-star, right? I'm pretty sure? Not 4? I'm pretty sure he's 5. But... Oh, he is 4-star? Oh. Huh. I thought he was 5. I just assumed he was on the same level as Karna and Arjuna. So I just assumed. Anyway, though. Got new allies, found out Lakshmi's secret. And have a tentative alliance with Koyonskia, which, you know, she'll probably betray us at some point. We'll see. I don't know if I trust her to keep her word, but well, no, she is all business. So, and she does keep making a point of being like, I always keep to my agreements. So, nah, still hard to trust her though, you know. Rama's technically bigger than Karna and Arjuna, but still 4-star. Oh, I assumed their myth was the more impressive one. Especially since Karna's a demi. Well, I guess Rama is technically a avatar of a god, so I guess it's still... I guess they just made Karna and then subsequently his rival Arjuna 5-star because Karna was in CCC. So since he was a pre-existing character, they were like, let's make him a 5-star. Having the longer story with more characters doesn't make you the greater hero. Doesn't Rama nerf himself by forcing Saber Class? Does he? I don't remember him mentioning that. Maybe that was somewhere else. Yeah, many such cases apparently. That's what the profile says. What's his... Okay, actually, hang on. Let me go look at his profile. I still have like 3 minutes. Hang on. Yeah, I really gotta go soon, but I want to check this right quick. Material Servant. Actually, no, it'd be easier to do this. Enhance. Because if you use Archer class, Sita's definitely not getting summoned. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. So his main thing would be archery. I don't know enough about his legend, so but that makes sense. He's just a more prominent archer than he is swordsman. I mean, that leaves it open for Sita to become available eventually. John, Brahmastra, Sita. I guess his legend. Oh wait, here we go. Oh. Originally an arrow. Okay. So when he gets summoned, he just bastardizes his weapon. I mean, hey, you know, gotta do what you gotta do for the old lady, huh? But I can respect it. Anyway, that's gonna do it for now, though. Like I said, I gotta go in like a minute or two, so yeah, next time. You said those 20 sections, right? I probably can't finish in the next one, but I should be able to finish it in 2
2 sections next time, and then the final 2 after that. So, we are getting near the end. But for now, though, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.